Good morning, one and all, and welcome to the stream of Back to the Future the Game. As promised, after Wednesday's Pop Talk, covering Back to the Future Part 1, 2, and 3, I said I would start streaming this game this weekend, and I thought now was the most opportune time. So I'm not going to continue a game, I'm not going to load a game, I'm going to start fresh. Hope you're all doing well this morning, and yes, I am going to show the goals, just because there might be someone who's never played this game and might want to see some of the hints and goals that you have to go through in this game.
Alright, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th.
1 second. Just fixing one thing.
1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, I need. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please
Well, Spock, the last I knew is it was still available for PS4. If you're able to find it, whether it be on Amazon or the PlayStation Store, maybe even eBay, you can find it that way. But I don't know if Steam has it or GOG might have it.
Not me.
But it would be worth looking into to see if you can still purchase the game. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad for a game that came out 10 years ago.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ, Doc, you disintegrated Einstein!
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
As far as following the direction of the movie, it actually takes place after Back to the Future Part 3.
Become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
This part's just letting you replay part of Back to the Future.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
And Bob Gale, who was one of the writers, aside from Robert Zemeckis, is a story consultant for this game, so everything that happens with his approval.
Should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
And it's a classic point-and-click game. But I have no issues with that.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z.
Doc, something's way off here.
And as you can tell, the music takes cues from the music that Alan Silvestri wrote for the movies, and also uses some of the same music.
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now.
And there you
Back
see
at
the
good
picture
old
of Doc and Marty
1986.
from back in
But you better
1885.
get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
And just in case anyone's wondering about, this is in-game music that was licensed to the game. And as you can tell, like I said, it's taking cues, using some of the Back to the Future theme. There you see Doc's model of Hill Valley that he used back in 1955. You see everything's been carefully reconstructed here in the game to recreate Doc's lab, or in 1985 his home. And the amplifier, subwoofers. And there's the date, May 14th,
Dad!
1986.
Sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
to. It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Sure about that, Marty?
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Yeah, it's a
guess
great
I'm
looking
just-
game for sure. Like I said, considering it was released 10 years ago, you know, graphics still hold up.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Too bad there's no cow can dog food for that to grab. Let's see, what else can we look at? Let's look at the fish
I
tank.
never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Yes, Michael J. Fox actually does provide his voice for older Marty, and also his great-great-grandfather, William Seamus McFly. Christopher Lloyd, of course, comes back as Doc Brown, and you have Claudia Wells returning as Jennifer. Now, for anyone who's unfamiliar with Claudia Wells, she was the original Jennifer in the first Back to the Future movie. Yes, it is Godzillionaire. This is a Telltale game. So I am going to just explore Doc's lab. Look at the model of 1955 Hill Valley.
Way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, That looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty
And every
verdict?
choice you make does affect the gameplay.
That was a joke.
Oh, but really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Alright. And if we can look at his mind reading helmet.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Then, of course... I wonder what song's gonna play.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly. Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
I've just tried to show you guys the different scenarios that can go on in the game. Now, let's have Marty go up to Biff.
Hey, Biff. I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
Alright, so I'm gonna finish with those, and I'm gonna go up to George and talk to George. Let me just get out of this section of Doc's lab. There's George. There's Marty's guitar.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Now let's go to the amplifier.
Let's make some noise.
And why am I going to the amplifier? Well, we need to get a book back from Biff, don't we? So watch this.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Alright, so let's do this one more time.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming him up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got.
And this is pretty much what I'm going to do for anyone who's never played this game, is just show them different things, and then you'll be able to tell when I'm actually getting serious with the game, like right now.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to
How's
make
it sound
sure
for
that our
everybody?
stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered
Thanks,
that this
Godzillionaire.
trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
About Biff, Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
Yep.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Well, sure he can. Marty's a time traveler.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
So now, let's go back into the lab. I mean, yeah, we are in the lab. This is technically the lab itself. And
Wait, I got one.
that's all I wanted to do was play a little bit of the song.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
And here we go. We're about to get the book back.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you?
What could that be? The DeLorean.
Doc? Einstein!
Chronologically, it takes place after Back to the Future Part 3. the date that you get in this game is May 14th, 1986. And what do we have here?
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you going to tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed.
Time circuit's on. But look, there's a glitch.
Come on. Crap. Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Well, what's
Hey,
this?
Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
No, not unless he's a size 8. So let's go ahead and exit the DeLorean. And let's go walk over to Einstein. No, I didn't want to go back into the DeLorean. I wanted to walk over to Einstein.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Well, let's find out, Marty. And how are we going to find out? We're going to use the shoe.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
This is heavy.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
Alright, so let's see.
I guess there's time for a quick game.
Arcades were big in the 80s, kids.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Let's see. Alright. Let's just cut to the chase.
Step away from the door. Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans. Get along now. Scat.
Our introduction to our main antagonist.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, And
Well,
can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
what is it? Let me see.
And now I'm going to show her her shoe.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
And she still has the other shoe after all these years.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
So now we get to the root of the problem. What date is Doc trapped in?
Enough
There's a lot of stairs.
to return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Yep, she's a Strickland, all right.
Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Well, if you need a neighborhood watch, she's it.
the candy looks older than I am.
Now let's go ahead and have a talk with Edna.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
We're getting our first
Don't
clue.
act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, brother.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my
Best way to describe Edna is she's a Karen.
generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
Get out of town.
1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that? Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Okay, that's enough for
Don't let me
that.
keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Let's get Edna out of her chair and give ourselves some time to look through those newspapers.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
All right, Godzillionaire, you too, brother. Thanks for stopping by.
I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
All right. Let's look through the binoculars first.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
And there you have Biff leaving the video store with a video cassette.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
All right. So let's get Edna out of here one more time.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Now let's go ahead and look at the newspapers.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Oh, we got our date. And we got a mess.
Newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Put in some garbage into the Mr. Fusion.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Now we're going to jump back to 1931.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck. Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the one.
No, Spock, I don't think Tom Wilson voiced Biff in this game.
You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know.
The main ones they tried to get were, of course, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
You ready to go, Einstein?
All right, time circuits
Time
on.
circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Inputting the date.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
All right, destination set. Now let's go back. Accelerate up to 88 miles per hour. Temporal displacement is about to occur. All right. We're back in 1931. And just like in Back to the Future Part 1 and Back to the Future Part 2, he's got to hide the DeLorean behind a billboard. Up 2 miles to Hill Valley. It's a hell of a long walk from here.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
There's Edna when she was younger. Shoeshine business.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years?
Or
namely,
Duck.
rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Which name should I go with? Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan, or Michael Corleone? Hello, Green Lantern. Good to see you, brother. What name should I go with, folks? Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan, or Michael Corleone? All right.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash
Yeah.
at all times. It's
Einstein's
the law.
not too fond of her.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Well, let's go ahead and look for Doc. Let's go ahead and cross the street. And I'm going to go to the police station. Why? Because I want to find Doc. That's why.
Doc.
Marty,
Doc.
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc. You're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
After all, they could only be centralized to their own galaxy, as Doc says in Back to the Future Part 2.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great. I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not
Yeah,
me,
Doc.
1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
All right, I'm gonna pause it here real quick and fix one thing. And now I can resume the gameplay. So, as we heard Doc, we have to go to the soup kitchen right next door. The future side of the diner. Cafe 80s.
McFly? Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie.
How you doing, Potato Revan?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
And as you can see, just
not,
like
kid.
with Buford and Mad Dog Tannen,
That's better. What are you looking
That's-
at, punk?
any Tannen of any era is a complete
Well?
butthead.
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Alright, kid.
Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey, anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
So we've just met our main antagonist of the 30s, other than Edna, Kid Tannen.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
And as you can see, Cue Ball wants nothing to do with you right now. So let's call the Brown residence.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I can find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Right, so now that we know where Doc is, let's go ahead and talk to older Doc and see if we can get any more information.
Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
So, according to the British guy on the phone, you're working at the courthouse.
Of course. In the summer of '31, my father made me work as a junior clerk.
That doesn't sound like any fun.
I hated every minute of it. My father was, strict. In any event, you should head over to the courthouse right away and introduce yourself.
Very true. Yep.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the
That it was,
insanity
and
of time travel.
I know that information from my mom and my dad, especially my mom. She grew up in New York, so you know, she would tell my sister and I, you know, different things that she experienced growing up. You know, growing up in the 50s and 60s, and how you would have to, you know, pick up the phone, dial the operator in order to connect to anyone in, you know, her area or outside of the area too.
What does a law clerk do anyway?
Horrible paper shuffling task, but that's unimportant. Get yourself to the courthouse and find me.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now, we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My
Did anybody catch the date that Doc referenced about Clara preferring the 2020s?
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
You did catch it. You did.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
All right, so let's exit out of here and let's find young Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Gotta cross the street. And as you can see, it won't allow me to cross there. I have to cross the crosswalk. Otherwise, I'll get arrested for jaywalking. And Marty doesn't need to get a ticket for jaywalking back in 1931. Who knows what kind of damage that'll do to the timeline. Alright. Come on. Get on the gazebo. Let's go ahead and talk to Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Alright, now let's go on to the courthouse. Alright, I'm gonna run. Go up the steps to the courthouse.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
That's young Doc, voiced by James Arnold Taylor.
Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out.
Now, I am gonna skip ahead to a few points by doing this, as it plays a key into the game. Come on.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over.
Now let's try to talk to Emmett again.
Acceleration, of course.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Back to H.
All right, now let's talk to older Doc. I'm gonna run here. Come on, there we go.
Psst, Doc.
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a.
Good grief. Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
All right, so we got that information. So now let's go help Doc's younger self solve that equation. Again, for anyone just joining, welcome to the stream, playing Back to the Future the game, episode 1. Hope you're all doing well on this Saturday. Alright, come on. Here we go.
Now if H stands for one.
All right, now let's...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Great Scott! If h is a Hamiltonian, then h to the a multiplied by the inverse of h can only be the same as the expectation value for a. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Yes, I could choose I'm from the planet Vulcan. I could say I'm from the future, but let's get Doc right in the feels
Well,
by
it's
selecting
like
his
this.
favorite
You know
author,
about my
Jules
rocket power
Verne.
drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean,
And
it might
there's
be
your Star
possible to
Trek
construct a
reference.
full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
All right, here we go. Well, first, let's talk to Edna.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
All right.
Hey,
See
can
what
help
she
you
says
deliver
after
soup.
I say I can
donate
help
a
her.
lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh, where?
Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Well, she is prim and proper.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
All right. Let's go talk to Kid Tannen.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Like I said earlier, a Tannen being a Tannen.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Never mind. About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
And as you can see, the selections don't change. So let's just get out of here.
One thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Never mind. Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
All right. Done here.
That? Shiny enough?
Yeah, that'll do. Stay nearby, though. I scuff easy. Wait a minute. Didn't I see you at the jailhouse, John, with that Carl Sagan rat? I hope you weren't planning on trying to spring him, because I got other plans.
All right, so let's go back to this soup kitchen.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Why is the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor.
Can I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see.
Salt in
We
it.
tried... Giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why is he
Chili powder.
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we? The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Looks like these pipes go into the basement. Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Too late. All right. So we just got a clue as to what's going on. It's not soup, it's hooch.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
What is it, kid?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color.
So we got another hint here as to what we're supposed to do. Let's distract cue ball one more time.
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Okay. As you can see, you can't get into the kitchen through this door.
There's no way I'm going to keep that door open without some help.
But I want to show one more thing, then I'll show you the hints and system.
still think the soup needs more flavor.
That's not what I wanted to do. I know there's a way to get it done. It's just been a while since I've done it.
It, kid?
What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
So I'm going to go outside. I'm going to see if I can go around the back.
Ah, Miss Strickland, come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
All right, let's go ahead and go out. See if I can go around back. Don't think I can yet. Nope, I can't.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. Or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
Do I have anything in my inventory?
It's a good idea, but I already know where my dad is. And when.
Time to get serious. Only way we're gonna find George is by getting his hat. I shouldn't say George. Arthur.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Easter egg there.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Lamont's House of Ermine. I guess there's not much call for fur coats in the middle of the Depression, especially in June. I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
And keep an eye on Trixie. That broad's going all squirrely on me.
You got it, kid.
Well, you're gonna stand there like an okie, or you're gonna shine my shoes?
If I can get that hat.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Ah, nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary for Marty.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Haha.
Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Now to find Artie.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat? Where
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh. Deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know. Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry, some other time.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Need any help?
I didn't want to click on the Emmett. I wanted to click on to buzzer.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry, some other time. What now?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry, some other time.
And now to get him down.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry, some other time. What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it.
Next thing I have to do is I have to record Ken Tannen. So
Sorry, some other time.
gotta record it. No, what I gotta do is I now have to record Kid Tannen.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches.
And now to record.
From there, you... What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
All part of the plan.
Don't make me angry, Schmucko!
I don't
Get
think they're
down
in a
here
talkative
and face
mood
the
right now.
music! You can't get away that easy. Nope!
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me!
I'm actually streaming this off my PC.
We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Right, now let's go back to the soup kitchen. And there's a reason why we're going back to the soup kitchen. And I'll show you here in just a bit. Alright, so let's talk to Cue Ball.
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Let's see. This might be too early, but I'm going to try it anyway.
I don't want to record them right now.
Right. Gotta remember how to do this. Excuse me. For the game. Wait. I've got an idea. Got an idea. Well, hello, games, Mickeys, and comics. Also known as games, movies, and comics are us.
Brown results.
Let's see. Do I have to use it on Doc?
I don't want to record them right now.
No. All right. I got an idea. Duh. I have to go back to Arthur McFly and use that recording so I can give him the subpoena and then continue on. Duh. First, check in with Doc.
Doc!
See if there's anything else.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938 and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just somehow lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Oh, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
All right, let's exit and let's
Hang
go,
in there, Doc.
go back to Arthur and get him to come down. Let's ring the buzzer.
What now?
And now let's get him down.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
And now let's give Arthur the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? Yeah? Got something for you. Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Hello, Leia Rose.
Gosh.
Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by. You have a good day as well. Yeah. Really appreciate it. If I don't see you online before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas.
But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right.
All right.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way.
I might
I'm
stop
on the trail
by.
of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
All right, now let's go back into the soup kitchen and get this part of the mission over with. First, let me make sure I don't have to talk to Doc. All right.
Psst, Doc.
Anything new to ask?
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
All right, let's go back to the soup kitchen. And if I have to, I'll use the hint system. Anything in the back that I could use?
Emmett.
Yes?
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
There we go.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Yeah, well, I can't highlight Doc, so let's just see. It's been a while.
Eureka!
All right, got our clue. Head back to Doc.
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job.
Okay.
Restore that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
So now we can do what we've been meaning to do, which is get the hooch. Just doing that, and then I'm gonna have matches, deliver some more barrels, and now let's get cue ball to mess with the soup a little more. So then the plan can go into motion.
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
All right. There we go.
More soup?
Please. And tell Kid that soup or no soup, he's not fooling anyone.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
And the reason why I play it this way is to try to show everybody what to do and what not to do.
The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
That, and since it's been a while since I played it, you know, have to refresh my memory as well.
A local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
The Farm for Unwanted Children.
No, they've already received their quota for the month.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The orphanage.
No, they've already got all the soup they can handle.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody
And now let's select the right answer. Is this it, maybe?
Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're really polite.
We don't know that.
They're a bunch of really great guys.
We don't know that.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes. I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face.
And here we go with the next plot
Miss
point.
Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
Now it's time to get that rocket-powered drill and break Doc out of jail.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena.
Wonder where I've heard that before.
Delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
Someday you are going to...
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
People don't look. You know what...
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You are going to... You will have to learn. You learn. People don't look.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here.
Oops.
You're going to find out.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
I hope someday you have children.
Hit the wrong part.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me. You're going to find
I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
I hope someday you have children and will...
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
I hope someday you have children and will...
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
I hope someday you have children and will...
Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work.
Why
don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
Why do you keep bellowing like that? You're going to hurt.
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son. You got...
Law? What use is a microorganism for law?
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now. And I can tell.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Someday, you got...
Stop being such a crank!
Listen,
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria!
Calm down. You didn't.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Why must you always scatter condescension my way? I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago.
I wasn't gonna waste too much time with that.
No!
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
All right, let's break Doc out of jail.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. Then they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now?
Oh, let's see. Let's take the rocket power drill.
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
And let's attach it to the bike. Notice how the back of the rocket drill looks like the back of the exhaust ports on the DeLorean. 17 cents a gallon. Those were the days. El Whoopa, good to see you, brother.
You're still in danger, Doc. We've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
They're left.
I know!
You can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, buddy.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight. Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
So the whole object here is to grab the keys, but also distract Kid Tan and get it where you can actually grab them. Alright, so let's exit here. Oh. Thought the game was going to quit on me there. Nah, didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that either. So, gotta do this. Gotta get the antenna.
Keys.
All right.
Can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
All right, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. All right, I gotta be able to get up there and.
Nah. Oh, good. The window's shut.
Let's get that spare tire off. Let's get the tire. He's got the hubcap.
distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! What do you... I object to your tone of voice! And I find your seat distinctly uncomfortable! Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver! Don't ignore me!
You! Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Street.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Now let's unlock the back.
Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Oh!
Eat lead, Sagan.
Frisbee.
Son of a bitch.
How you doing, Doc?
Hey, get in there!
Lucky he's such a bad shot, huh?
Better get that gun before a lock runs out!
Now I'm gonna shoot the shackles.
Oh, this is a rescue!
That's the idea.
Look!
Got any ideas?
Doesn't, but none of them are applicable to this situation!
So what do we do now?
I was hoping you knew!
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
They won't be invented for another 84 years!
The throttle!
What? Oh!
There we go. Haha. A staple for all the tenants, except for Griff.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
And there we go. This concludes part 1 of Back to the Future, the game. I want to thank everybody who stopped by during the stream. I want to thank Woopa Troopa. One more second. Sure I'm not missing any cutscenes for you guys. I was just about to.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
February 2010. Well, yeah, about that. I think I already have the game on my hard drive. Yes, I do. It's not a matter I think. I do. Let's play the theme a little bit. Alright, now let's cut it. This way I can avoid a copyright. So I want to thank Whoopa Troopa, Leia Rose, Games, Mickey, and Comics R Us, also known as Games, Movies, and Comics. I want to thank Potato Revan. I want to thank Green Lantern for stopping by. I want to thank Godzillion Air for stopping by. I want to thank Spock's Friday Nights for stopping by. Thank you all so very much. Really appreciate it. And to anyone that stops by after this live stream is over, thank you very much for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. If you like what you saw here, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Share this video with your friends, especially friends who've never played Back to the Future the game. And if you like what you saw here, subscribe to the Pacific414 YouTube channel. You can also find links to my social media down in the description below. So, thank you all. Have a good rest of your Saturday. I'll probably play episode 2